This is what happened this week in Africa. Rwanda is making nuclear energy moves no other country in this continent has dared. At Kigali's Nuclear Energy Innovation Summit, Rwanda signed a commercial nuclear power plant agreement with Russia's Rosatom and civil nuclear MOUs with the United States, South Africa, and Austria, advancing East Africa's small modular reactor program towards a 2030 operational target. The strategy, nuclear power for AI data centers and mineral processing, in a world where energy intensity separates industrial winners from everyone else. Rwanda has 15 million people and no domestic fossil fuels. This is industrial strategy. Namibia got the regulatory green light for its biggest uranium project. This week, Namibia's Competition Commission cleared China's CNCC Overseas to acquire a 42.75% stake in Intago uranium deposit, unlocking up to $321.5 million to fund, develop, and operate one of Africa's most advanced, undeveloped uranium projects in Erongo region, with binding contracts on local employment, skills transfer, and Namibian SME participation. A final investment decision follows immediately. Namibia is already the world's third largest uranium producer. This project is about to make it more dominant. Mauritius just put up $1 billion on the table for African trade. On June 1st, Mauritius Commercial Bank launched a $1 billion trade finance facility, working capital, letters of credit, and structured solutions for business moving goods across the continent. Arriving as AfCFTA and the Lobito Corridor generate rising demand for cross-border instruments. A single institution on an island of 1.3 million people is now deploying more capital for African commerce than most regional programs can match. If you move goods across African borders, this matters. Liberia is legislating its way towards the light. This week, President Joseph Boakai formally submitted a $57 million World Bank concessional financing agreement to the House of Representatives. Funds for expanded solar and hydropower capacity, a strengthened national grid, and deeper integration with the West Africa power pool. Financing terms are highly concessional, with long-dated repayments that project Liberia's fiscal space. While infrastructure is built, electricity has already climbed from 5% to 30% since 2010. West Africa is electrifying itself, grid line by grid line. The African Development Bank just made investing in Africa a safer bet. On June 1st, AfDB President Sidi Ould Tah confirmed a $125 million injection into AfDB, the African Trade and Investment Development Insurance Platform, making the bank its largest shareholder and expanding Africa's guarantee infrastructure to crowd in private capital at scale. It lands alongside the 2026 African Economic Outlook, projecting stronger growth as development aid from wealthy nations fell 25% last year. Africa is not waiting to be rescued. The AfDB is building its own floor. This has been This Week in Africa, where Rwanda has signed nuclear deals with 4 continents, Namibia cleared $321 million in uranium investment, Mauritius armed African traders with $1 billion facility, Liberia sent energy legislation to Parliament, and the AfDB reinforced the continent's own financial floor.